Namaste, Cancers and Cancer Risings, and welcome to Soul Horoscope SuperScope Weekly Report. My name is Witecki. I'm your Sensei to Sirius Joy, and I'm here to help you step into your potential for happiness on Earth. That's what I do. And this is called a SuperScope because it is super. It actually affects or can apply to many people. On the one hand, you can be a Cancer, of course. You can also be a Cancer Rising, and this will apply to you and your long-term story going on. I call both of you Step 2s, or the second step in the 11 steps to Sirius Joy. This is also good for people at Venus in Cancer. I'll have a love segment later in the Soul Horoscope. So we're going to go through a transition. The universe has been intense. There's no question about it. We are all feeling it. We're under a straitjacket called a Grand Cross. And as we start off this week, the crabs and the crab risings will be putting the finishing touches on your career energy. So you'll be held out to be a leader, stay on track, do not walk off the path at the end of this or the beginning of this week, but stay focused on what you have learned. Hopefully you had a quantum leap in raising your expectations in every decision you make, and part of that raise of expectation was to include your feelings and the necessities of feeling good in career. No more sacrificing and feeling poorly in career. Also no sacrificing and feeling poorly in marriages, or also at all. That's all part of the new Jupiter in Cancer, or what I call Cancer 2.0, which is on the horizon and will be released this summer. But then, after we move with the Sun in Taurus, the focus will change now to your belonging consciousness, and that's what we're going to focus on this week. Where does your heart feel it belongs in the world? Now this comes down to your friendships, your social circles, where you hang out, that sort of thing. Moves up to your overall title, so if you have this title or that title, and the reputation, that's the mid part of the consciousness. And the high part of this consciousness is when you innovate, push the envelope, or aim for a utopia. But we're going to get started at the context consciousness, and this year the universe has a very interesting little couple of cosmic gifts, which we'll talk about here in a second. But reviewing, we have a Grand Cross going on in the sky. This is a tug-of-war, but this will break free this week because we have kind of a magic portal opening up where all 4 planets will hit 13 degrees. And I believe that will be one by one the sweater undoing this Grand Cross. Now, the Uranus and Aries side to the left, screen left, that's the part pushing for you to innovate career decisions and make better ones. Mars retrograde in Libra is you reinventing your emotional basket, all right? And if you've been a basket case, that will no longer be the case, all right? But Mars retrograde is giving you the opportunity to remove yourself from childhood struggles in your emotional field and build an emotional field that's solid. Then the north-south pole here is Pluto at the top, now retrograde, but still calling for you to re-examine all of the laws around marriage and partnership, and you are ready for a whole new marriage and partnership, whether you're in one or not. But what's pushing this whole story is the south pole here, where Jupiter in Cancer is pushing for you to expand your strength and growth. And it is moving forward, and the one that's putting the most pressure on these 3, which is your ego. Now last week we had a lunar eclipse, which really was like a vacuum cleaner trying to remove your attachments to old ideas of what home, family, or foundation would be. These might have been childhood visions that don't suit, or childhood visions based on a bad childhood, but the universe was kind of getting rid of that and freeing you to make the decisions that you need to make. This week, as we open up, you'll be tested on those decisions in your career. Tested, did I make the right or wrong decision? And that's really about just holding true to your feelings and staying out of your mind, okay? But you'll be very hyper aware Saturday and Sunday. On Monday, the sun moves into Taurus, and this is where we now begin the consciousness of where you feel you belong. Do you feel like you belong in this neighborhood, belong with these people, belong in this office, belong on this bus? I don't feel like I belong here, so to speak. At the same time, the moon is in Capricorn, and so you're questioning your marriage to yourself, and you're also emotionally going through the matrix of marriage and partnership. So this Grand Cross is heavily affected by the moon. And it's at this point that actually Tuesday night, we move into a very interesting vortex, which I made a little slide to show you. Oops, that's not the slide. This is outer space. So basically, all 4 planets hit the magic 13 degrees for a matter of hours. This isn't a long thing. And Uranus is direct, and Jupiter is direct, pushing towards Leo. Mars is retrograde, and Pluto is retrograde, pushing towards Leo. In fact, they're pushing at a cosmic pinch point of 13 degrees Leo. Now, this is in the house of soul, capital, and money for Cancers. Then the moon will come across Capricorn, strike the chord, and then on Tuesday, oppose this magical portal. At the same time, we have a grand trine in water, which means you're going to emotionally be shifting at this time. I believe this is going to set an imprint for where you feel you belong next. And I believe that you're going to, on the solar eclipse on April 29th, be manifesting where you feel like you don't belong. And I think that portal is opening up to where you feel you do belong. I also think that you're going to have perhaps an idea with that magical portal opening up that you will come to fruition or start to face or begin to manifest this summer after your birthday, because Jupiter is moving into Leo. And so that weird vortex moment point is kind of an indention, a taste, something that must be satisfied. And I think it plants the seed for what you'll be doing this summer, which, if you don't know, Cancers, after you get your new strength on, you're going to be now raising your prices, a full year of good luck when it comes to money and manifestation. And I believe this little portal opening, sometime between Tuesday and Thursday, some magic opening, will help you liberate from your marriage, help you liberate from ego issues, help you liberate from career issues, and help you liberate from home family hangups. And I believe it will set a tone for where you're going. So very interesting. Then we have Love Fest on Friday. And this Love Fest is going to be a good Love Fest because it's in Pisces. It's at step 20, this Love Fest. So we're going to be feeling a passion. In your case, feeling a passion for a vision or life purpose. You'll be feeling a new purpose, a new direction, a new wind blowing beneath your kind of wings. And at the same time, this will all be a dynamic shift where you'll be very clear where you don't belong on the planet, vaguely clear where you do, and I think that's part of the legacy. So this is a test of strength to hold true to your career in the beginning of the week. Then this is a discovering of where you are, your heart feels poor in the world, where you don't feel like you belong, your poverty of your belonging. But then I think a vortex opens up and all that kind of circling, and you will have an idea of a job or something you want to manifest, and also a vision of where things are to come. So it's going to be an exciting week. Now, what if you are a person who loves like a Cancer? That's where I was. Whoops, now I'm doing the wrong slide again. Oh my God. So the 2 VQs, those who have Venus in Cancer, it's hard to do this. I'm like a one-man band, like one of those guys with a monkey that sends a monkey around. I should send a monkey around for tips. All right, so the 2 VQs, those who love with Venus in Cancer. Your story is going to a vision quest. I think that if you are a single person with Venus in Cancer, then you are a person that will suddenly have a much broader vision of where you think Mr. Right or Miss Right is in your life. So I think the 2 VQs will have a very strong vision on Love Fest Day of what this person looks like. If you're in an existing long-term relationship with someone, then I think that that moment will be for you a vision of where the 2 of you are going together and how your legacy together is now unfolding and moving forward. Either way, it's more theoretical than it is practical. So if you don't like what you experience this week, don't panic. You have plenty of time before Venus goes up through step 20 and on up to go ahead and sharpen that love focus and that love vision in all cases. All right. So to wrap up, I want to say the Megascope Monthly. You should go back and watch it because I do a lot of laying pipe for this solar eclipse in Taurus on April 29th, which is going to really throw you out there and create a new social reputation. If you don't have a Megascope, by all means, you should come get one because these will help you every day of the week. They get deep on each day and dive into each day. I am very meticulous about it. And if you would like some real-time readings, real-time coaching in the moment, this is something I'm inventing. This is a beta version called GAvenus.com. It's $19.95 a month. I send your phone videos 5 times a day that coach you. And no 2 phones get the same videos because it's based on your chart. Come check it out. The first week is free, and it's definitely revolutionary. I'm very proud of it. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. That does tell us if we're doing well or not. And Facebook, if you want to be our friends, come to soulgarden.me. And that'll take you there. And if you want to be on the mailing list where I email you each day, the scopes and the zodiac weather, come to soulmart.me. There's a mailing list there. All right, Cancers, Cancer risings, 2VQs, always a pleasure. Exciting week, vortex opening up. Pay attention, do a dream journal. You might have that little vision quest in a dream, by the way. And I'll see you in 7 days with more. Until then, live, love, be.